Hello and welcome. I am going to do a really quick meditation for you to decompress, release some pressure that you may be feeling, and then I'm going to do some tarot pulls. I'm going to pull from the Lightseers Tarot and from an oracle deck that I have called the Love Who You Are Oracle Deck. Both really beautiful and robust imagery that I just find so intuitive to be able to read. So I'm going to dive into that with you today. Really quick, let's go ahead and get you grounded. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and just take a really deep centering breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And on that exhale, just relaxing and releasing any tension that you're holding in your body. And just notice the bottom of your feet. Noticing any sensations that you have there. And imagine that you are releasing any extra energy that your body does not need to hold on to through the bottom of your feet. And you can work your way up and begin to relax your ankles and calves, releasing tension in your thighs and hips, letting your stomach relax, and dropping your shoulders, releasing tension down through the arms and out through the palms of your hands and tips of your fingers. You can relax your jaw, the space around your nose, your eyebrows, and bring your awareness to the top of your head. And just imagine that you are safe in this moment in time, that there is a bubble of safety surrounding your entire body. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes. All right. So again, I was using the Lightseers Tarot deck, and I pulled the Page of Swords for you today. And hopefully you can see that. Okay, the Page of Swords. The page is student-like energy. It's a young energy. It's a curious, excited energy. And the swords deck often represent our ideas and our thoughts, and sometimes even painful truths. And the page in particular, you see this like young woman with a book right open that she's reading, and she's got her hand on these balloons, but the balloons are like her ideas. So this is an invitation, I would say, for you to dive into a topic that you are curious about, a topic that you feel inspires you, that you feel lights you up in some way, that makes you feel like, oh my gosh, there's so much to learn here. There's so much potential for growth that I have and upskilling in some way. So give yourself permission to perhaps research, to read about a topic that does that for you, that really lights you up. And if you find yourself in a rut, if you find yourself kind of in a stuck place of, well, there isn't anything, I feel myself just not really tapped into my curiosity. This is a calling for you to do whatever you can to almost like turn the light on to your curiosity, turn the light on to your capacity for creativity. And sometimes tapping in and gaining knowledge can do that for us, right? So start with a topic that you've maybe always been curious about, but that you feel yourself getting lost inside of. And that may inspire you with all of these different ideas that will come to you, that you can dive into further, that you can explore. This is not perfectionist energy. I think sometimes I can get caught up in this myself, where I consider myself a perfectionist, but there is no perfection. Perfection does not exist. And it keeps you from trying new things. It keeps you from experimenting. It keeps you from being willing to like dig into something. So give yourself permission. Again, I'm going to say that over and over and over again. I think this is a calling for a permission that you can activate for yourself to start small. Start with just, again, reading something or researching something or diving into a topic that piques your curiosity and sparks that inspiration for you, where there's room for growth, room for that flexibility. So that is the main message today from that deck. And then I'm going to also pull from the Love Who You Are deck. It's a beautiful oracle deck that I was gifted by someone very important to me. And I am going to pull one card, which is the Fail Abundantly card. So it says Fail Abundantly, card number 28. And there's an image of this like sparrow on top of these branches that have a lot of fruit on them. And it appears like the branches have fallen from the tree. Whenever I see this card, just before I read the actual card description, because I really love the descriptions for these, it's this image of like the unexpected failures that we think or we interpret as failures actually come with so much fruit, right? There's like all this unexpected fruit that now we have access to. Unexpected learnings or lessons, unexpected delight that shows up when we allow ourselves to take a chance that may not have led towards the direction that we thought it was going to lead in, but in fact is quite beautiful and quite abundant. So that's what I interpret just from looking at the image, but I'm going to read the description, which says, failure is rife with underrated magic. It's a simple equation. The more you fail and get back up again, the more you realize that you are free to try, to risk, to explore. This freedom is the real measure of abundance. True, authentic success comes from the abundance of self-love and self-trust generated when we realize failure isn't the end of the world, and criticism means nothing to our inherent value. We learn when we risk. We learn more when we fail. Be the girl who goes for it again and again. So I think this is really connected. I don't know, both of these are quite connected, even in like the colors, right? There's a lot of yellows and blues in these cards. And so again, I would say that this is an invitation for you to allow yourself to dive into something maybe unexpected, dive into a topic that, again, you've always been curious about, but maybe afraid to try to dig into for whatever reason. Let go of your perfectionism. Let go of your need for perfectionism, because there will not be learning, there will not be fruit that you will gain access to if you feel limited in that way. Just get a little bit messy. Learning is messy sometimes, right? And again, it involves failure. And yeah, just have fun with it and dive in. So that's my message for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. And I'm going to be doing more of this kind of thing. So please let me know in the comments if this resonated for you, or if you have questions. or what you liked about this, because again, I want to do more of this kind of thing, and especially if you enjoyed it. So take care of yourself, stay positive, and have fun, laugh a little bit. If you find yourself not being able to access, laughter, do what you can to just make fun of yourself, even if you need to, but let yourself feel a little bit more free these days, because I know that there's a lot of messages out there that tell us to stay fearful, but there's also so much beauty and so much goodness and so much lightness that is available. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.